We all know that smoking is fucking horrible for us, but we still do it. It could be when you're chilling with friends, when you just want to de-stress from work, or you're just used to having a pint of beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other. Personally, I have been a very strange smoker. The first time I ever smoked a cigarette when I was like 14, because everyone just wants to be that badass kid at school. And then, as I turned 18 and got older, every fucking weekend, I used to only say that I'm a social smoker, but then I used to burn through a Marlboro pack easy. And then I used to wake up the next day, feel hungover, feel guilty, and then I would promise myself that I'm not gonna smoke next weekend. But guess what? Rohan would still fucking burn through an entire pack of Marlboro. And then I eventually realized what these weekly minor relapses led to. Negative self-talk, unnecessary punishment, and worst of all, not recognizing why I actually smoked. My current status is that till last Friday, I had gone 1 year or 52 weekends without smoking. And though I only smoked one puff, I'm restarting my streak because I want to hold myself to higher standards. So the following 2 strategies is what I've learned in the past 5 to 6 years to help me curb my smoking, prevent myself from smoking, especially in social situations. And I have to say, it has made things almost effortless, contrary to what society tells us about leaving smoking. And because if you don't plan, you plan to fail, I am going to try and give you a blueprint to follow in your next social situation so you can manage yourself and successfully not pick up that cigarette and put it in your mouth. Strategy 1, pick up the book, The Easy Way to Stop Smoking by Alan Carr. I came across this book when I was listening to a few podcasts and the hosts and the guests were talking about its success and how it helped them. And as soon as I mentioned this book to other people, whether it be my Indian friends or my international ones, I realized many of their parents had used this book to actually give up smoking. And whenever I do have a relapse, I promise myself I'm going to reread certain chapters. Firstly, the unique thing about this book is that it asks you to continue smoking while you're reading the book, while gradually shifting your relationship that you have with cigarettes. It points out the fact that people say that they want to give up smoking, but they're not giving up anything, because giving up implies that they're sacrificing a pleasurable activity, whereas you should move more towards the cause of leaving smoking. It uses the power of repetition to reprogram the mind of the reader. As you know, I'm against plagiarism and piracy, but there could be a link to the book in the caption below. Strategy 2, recognizing the resistance. This refers to identifying and labeling the reasons why you think you want to smoke or have to smoke. It could include that you somehow believe that you have to smoke while drinking, that you somehow have to smoke when you're out with your best friends from high school, or it could be stupid reasons like when you're sitting alone waiting for a friend who is clearly late for an appointment, which I've been guilty of, and I'm just smoking just because I don't want people around me to think I'm a weirdo just sitting there all alone on the table. List the possible reasons and scenarios of when your smoking trigger occurs, and this will help you give shape and a form to the enemy. And as I mentioned before, I did smoke one puff last week, and I have added to my list of resistance that somehow in the back of my head I believed that joining in the ritual of smoking with others, especially new friends, helps you cement relationships or friendships, and that is utter bullshit. Anyhow, I hope this video was informative, and just as an added point, dude, if you stop smoking, your sex life gets much better, trust me. And it's also fun not lying to yourself or your folks about the fact that you've got your habit under control. Anyhow, that's all for now. See you guys on the other side. And like, comment, and subscribe.